It's a battle of the bigs. Two fantastic centers, Clark, in this matchup tonight. Some throwback basketball.
Well, you know, there was a time, Kevin, when centers dominated the league. And as you said, tonight we're going to throw it back to those days.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Now here's Prince. Outside Edwards. Prince, the pass to Russell. 5 to shoot. Back to Prince. Over Johnson. Minnesota gets it back. And a new shot clock of 14 seconds. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Now here's Paul. Now the feed to Ayton. It's Edwards on the wing. And Gobert kicks to Prince. Gobert with a screen for Prince. Pass to Towns. Outside Russell. Gobert the pass to Towns. It's stolen by Johnson. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. And Ayton throws it down.
Pass first mindset of Paul. When you leave somebody open on his squad, he's going to make you pay for it.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Prince misses. On offense, here are the Suns. Towns with the steal. Pass to Russell. Back to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Edwards finds Prince. Back to Edwards. Phoenix grabs the miss. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more. And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Now here's Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
If Towns gets a good look at the three, you feel like it's going in.
Bridges a screen on Russell. The drive by Paul. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Towns against Johnson. Towns kicks to Prince. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Towns. And another 3 for Minnesota.
A good play ending with the right player. Big Cat, one of the best shooters we've ever seen at the center position.
Towns against Paul. Feeds to Johnson. And the rejection by Towns. Booker with no one around hits the three-point bomb.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
Russell inside, defended by Paul. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David. Now Prince, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Edwards, that's good.
The corner 3 isn't a go-to yet for Edwards, but he was clearly feeling that shot.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Kicks it out to Johnson. Booker, right side, from past the arc. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Booker's got 6.
And he's got plenty of range and the confidence to match. Booker believes he's going to hit every 3 he takes.
Out to the right wing. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Towns with it. Bridges covering. Back to Prince. There's the three. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It goes on Devin Booker.
Well, I like the fact that Prince does a good job picking his spots. He's not a guy that forces things. Kind of lets the game come to him naturally.
And he misses all 3. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Seven seconds left in the first quarter.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
The Timberwolves shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Timberwolves on top, up by 1. And we'll get... And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
On the court for the Suns, the small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at center.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on.
Out to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the drive. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And something that's been on the uptick in the NBA is free throw shooting. League-wide, Clark, teams are having more success from the stripe than ever before.
The 2020s are on pace, Kevin, to be the best free throw shooting decade in the history of the game, with skilled players now favored relative to the old school bangers. I mean, everybody pretty much has to be able to knock down shots to be effective as a player in today's game. So the free throw shooting percentage is going up. Not much of a surprise to me.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
Russell finds Edwards. Back to Russell. Right side, Edwards. Over Booker. And that one hits back iron. And here's the break, and the Suns call their first time out of the game. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Bridges, kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. They'll give it up. Here's Russell. This is to Prince. Edwards against Booker. Edwards passes to Prince, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Pass to Johnson. Bridges left side. And stolen by Prince. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Edwards. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Suns trail by 6. And here's Booker from the arc. The rebound by Prince.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Oh, what a play! Woo!
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Minnesota with the ball. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, Russell finds Prince. Now here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Well, it's really good to see your big man imposing his will physically. Right there, Towns with a statement finish.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Edwards can't hit.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Johnson in the corner. Back to Booker. Bridges outside. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Paul. Great D that time from Edwards. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Towns dishes to Russell. And the layup falls. And now a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
Boy, you look at Russell repeatedly making plays around the rim. His imagination and creativity allow him to do so.
And the Suns call time here. And it's the Suns with the ball. Booker with the screen for Paul. Takes a 3. No good from Booker.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. He throw good, Russell.
Guys, it's always good to see a young player start to mature in front of our eyes, and Russell has been that kind of guy. He's done a great job figuring out how to become a better leader.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now the pass to Gobert. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Ayton. To the inside. Johnson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Johnson's got his second basket.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving.
All right, David, thank you.
29. That's up. 20.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Anderson is out there with Nazgul. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Rivers, and it's Noel in at the 2-guard spot. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Reed kicks to McDaniels. And it's off from 3-point range. Suns trail by 9. And a wide open look for Lee. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from 3-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Pass to McDaniels. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
The Timberwolves missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Sharge with it, guarded now by Anderson. Here's Lee, and he banks in the layup. Lee's got 5 points in the quarter.
And obviously a total team player. Šarić is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Back to Rivers. Timberwolves passing it around. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And slam dunk by Šarić.
You know, in close, he's capable of hammering it down, and that's why you got to keep Šarić away from the basket.
Now here's Rivers. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Anderson kicks to Rivers. Pass to Noel. Clock at 6. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
McDaniels finds Rivers. Back to McDaniel. Offline with his 3. Suns trail by 7, and that's a foul called on Nazgul. That is his first foul of the game. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Lee, and Lee with the stuff.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Rivers kicks to McDaniels. Shot clock at 5. And oh boy, a lot of contact. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play is under review.
Everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Phoenix calls timeout.
See some awesome basketball fans. It's time for the first NFL breakdown. Make some noise.
And here's Šarić. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Lee outside. Another 3 for Phoenix. And for the Timberwolves, Clark, getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Now Payne. No points in the game yet for him. Šarić finds Payne and misses it off the right side of the rim. It's Anderson with the drive. Passes it to Noel. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Reed, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's an 8-point Minnesota lead.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Lee, a screen on Rivers. Stolen by Rivers. One-on-one here. Noel passes to Rivers. 20 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to Anderson. Launches a 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. There's Lee with the 3. And we've reached the end of the third. Timberwolves lead by 8. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the and a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the pivot, manning the middle. Right side, Edwards. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Paul with the ball. On the wing, Booker. Edwards defending. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Russell dishes to Towns. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Prince. Drives to the hoop.
Well, I like the energy Prince plays with. If there's open space in front of him, he's going to be on the front foot and moving with purpose.
Booker with the screen for Paul. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Timberwolves leading by 8. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Gobert with a screen for Russell. He dishes it to Gobert. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 6 assists in the game.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Bucket is good.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Russell with him, and it's Johnson picking him up. Towns wide open. Drills the three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
You know, we all know Towns can do big numbers on offense, and it's great to see him this focused.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Thank you, David. Clock is at 3. That shot wide open. Edwards got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
Nice mid-range J from Edwards there. He's obviously not too concerned about what the analytics say about that shot.
Paul can't get it to go. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Prince against Bridges. Prince, the pass to Russell. to the left side wing. That's a 2 from Towns. The offensive rebound.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Paul for 3. Again, the miss by Paul. Timberwolves leading by 13. Prince outside. Here's Gobert. Russell with a wide open look. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Boy, they certainly had their way with the opponent at both ends. A really solid night here for the Timberwolves.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for D'Angelo Russell.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Russell kicks to Prince. Outside, Towns. Russell passes to Towns. Russell against Paul for 3. And it's Russell missing. The 3 ball. And Chris Paul gets the 3.
Boy, that's a winning basketball play right there. Hustle hard.
And here's Edwards. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy.
Welcome to 2K Sports. Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. A nice shot by Morris.
Paul George doesn't just score. He can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player.
Edwards against George. Edwards, the pass to Russell. Here's Towns. 6 to shoot. Pass to Russell. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Now here's Morris. George outside. Morris outside. Three-pointer, no good. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for L.A.
Now here's Leonard. Morris outside. Misses the three.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside for Russell. The three is up. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Excellent awareness. Enough room for D'Angelo to squeeze one off that time.
Ball against Russell. Kicks it to George. Back to Wall. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Edwards can't hit. The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Now here's Edwards. And there's a 3-second violation. The Clippers trail. And here's Wall. Pass to Zubats. Morris on the wing. And here's George. Fires for 3. 5 on the clock.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Right at the free throw line. And that one's long.
Well, next time he should do a better job, I think, of getting balanced and set up his feet. That just throws your body way out of whack and hurts your percentages.
And it's Towns penetrating.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that play happen.
George hits them both. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Now here's Russell. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Edwards.
Because of Paul George's athleticism, he can do a lot of things. He turns guys over. He blocks shots. He's got great hands. He affects a lot defensively.
It's George on the wing. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Woo! The whole arena felt that. Towns could just be merciless on offense.
Edwards against George. The kick out to Wall. Morris outside. Shot from the wing. And that one drops for him. Morris has got 7 points.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Prince. 4-3. It's rebounded by Zubats. Leonard right side. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Timberwolves ahead. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at point guard. Pure from three-point range.
I mean, is there another guy in the league who knows when his team needs this kind of lift? Kawhi getting those 3 points right back.
Russell to pass to Towns. Gobert with it. There's the three. Prince can't hit.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
And the league finally moving to curtail take fouls in transition. You like the change?
Well, I think everybody's ready for that. The best part of NBA action, BA, as you know, is fast break basketball. So to get more 3-on-2s or 3-on-1s, lob plays, and guys taking off and throwing down monster dunks, I'm up for it.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Edwards. There's the block. Morris with it. Towns covering. Leonard on the wing. George outside. Oh, and the dunk by George.
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Russell to pass to Edwards. Pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. Fires the three. That one is off. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Edwards. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep rim.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Pass to Prince. Edwards with it. The shot misses. Ooh, nice D from George. Wall, the pass to Morris. George outside. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Minnesota has got 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. The shot by Russell, no good. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 9-1 run. Leonard passes to Morris. Now here's Zubats. Let's go with a 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Towns down low. He's working on Morris. The turnaround jumper. No good off the glass. The Clippers have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. George left side. They get it back. Here's Zubats. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Zubats has got his first points of the game. Outside Edwards. There's the drive. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Paul George.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. McDaniels is checked in for Prince. And Rivers is subbed in for Russell. Kicks it out to Kennard. Kennard on the wing. From deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Kennard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Covington against Anderson. Outside McDaniels. From behind the arc. And they get it back. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Jackson against McDaniels. Kennard. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Kennard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And if the defense is going to shut down one thing with Kennard, I'd start with the 3-point shooting.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Thanks very much, Allie.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 18. The Clippers, 26.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
We've got McDaniels. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
McDaniels passes to Reed. Knocked loose. Here's Rivers. McDaniels up top, defended by Jackson. Pass to Noel. Now here's Reed from outside the arc. Batum pulls it in. Jackson down low. McDaniels covering. Count the basket.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Left side Anderson. Pass to Rivers. Three-pointer. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Now here's Kennard. He has 6. Now here's Batum. Anderson covers. Covington passes to Kennard. There's Here's the drive, and it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Minnesota's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Here's Rivers. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. McDaniels passes to Reed. Here's Noel. On the wing, Rivers. Shot is up. Another miss by Minnesota. The Clippers in the lead. Jackson for three. He can't get that one to fall. McDaniels against Jackson. Pass to Noel. Beyond the arc. Unable to get that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Outside Covington. Shoots over Anderson. And that one hits the back iron.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
The Timberwolves trail. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Noel. Here's Reed. It's tipped.
Great anticipation. He's racked up a few of those blocks in his career, Batum has.
To the middle. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Minnesota shooting only 26% for this game. Not good.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. 1 minute left in the third. Jackson for three. And again, no good by the Clippers. Minnesota has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. 4-3. Sends it home from three-point land. Now just a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Austin feeling the pull-up that time, reading the defense and not deciding to take it too far into the D.
Kennard outside. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Now Jackson. Out to Covington. Takes the three. Hits the trifecta. Covington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Beautiful stroke off the catch and shoot from Robert Covington that time.
Here's Rivers. Pass to Noel. It's McDaniels on the wing. Kicks it out to Anderson. There's the three. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we've reached the end of the third. Clippers ahead. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. So on the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the 1 spot.
They're so talented. There's very little Russell can't do. It's just about the consistency, but the talent is all there.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He told his squad to pour on the gas, saying, quote, "We hold the lead. Let's keep growing it. Be aggressive. This is no time to let up."
Thank you for that, Allie. Edwards, a pass to Russell. Pass to Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Towns. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Take a look at it. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
So physical for a 1. Wall has the size and skill to do work in the paint.
Wall against Russell. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Russell with the ball. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Gobert. Pass to Towns. Fires the 3. And the 3-pointer goes.
Such an effective big man. Towns isn't just a post-up threat. He can hurt you off the catch.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Leonard against Russell. And the basket by Leonard. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Kawhi operating in the painted area. So tough to stop.
Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Towns. Here's Gobert. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Los Angeles has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Russell against Wall. George outside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
That straight line drive there from Paul George. You love to see him get in that attack mode. We'll see if he can cash in now at the line.
He hits the second from the line.
Now, even with one miss, he stretched this out to a 2-possession game.
Edwards against George. Pass to Prince. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Clock at 6. Over to the left wing. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And here's Wall. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining.
George outside. Out to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George passes to Zubac. He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
Pass to Prince. Here's Russell. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, D'Angelo Russell not scared of the big moment.
And the Clippers with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now here's Wall. George outside. 6 on the shot clock. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. And there's Towns on the assist by Russell. And now it's just a 2-point Los Angeles lead.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
George against Edwards. George passes to Leonard. got to hurry. Late clock here. And here are the Timberwolves. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Pass to Towns. Picked by Gobert to take the lead. Zubac with the steal. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clock.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Towns. The 3-ball. Here's Gobert. And he buries it.
And the trust this team has in Gobert. They know he looks to come up huge in the clutch.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, leaving this one out of reach.
And here's Edwards outside. Offline. So a close game. Sees the Clippers. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight.
presence on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. Wall taking his time here. Nice move. Out to Morris, and stolen by Ayton.
That's what we call intelligent defense. Just put himself in a position to make a play on that kick out.
Instantaneous offense. Booker gets the hot pass and quickly has that shot in the air.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Coach Monty Williams. He talked to me about the importance of protecting the rim, challenging opponents at the top of the jump, and making it difficult for them to convert easy baskets. But to have a chance of that, they have to expend energy getting back in transition, which will help close down those driving lanes. The guys will see where their energy lies throughout this game.
Thank you, David. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Now, here's Bridges. Leonard with the steal. All with it. Chris Paul covering. Here's George. Leonard looking over the floor. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. Zubac the pass to Morris. There's the drive. Count the basket.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Paul against Wall. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Paul kicks to Booker. From downtown. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Paul's shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Passes it to Zubac. Outside for George. Morris outside. Back to George. Fires for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here's Paul. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
The wily vet Paul able to score down low.
Wall against Paul. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Wall. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And that one is good from Zubac.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Wall, no luck. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
George with the bucket.
Nice play by George. This is what size on the wing gives you, the option to pick your spot anywhere on the floor.
Now here's Booker. Out to the right wing. Ayton wide open. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
13 foul.
58 seconds left in the first. And taken away by Paul.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal.
Stolen by Zubac. Here's George going inside.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Here's Paul. And the rejection by Zubats. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. With three, Booker.
And that's why he's one of the best two-way wings out there. George will lock you down on D, and it takes a very special effort to get off a clean shot against him.
Launches it. Gets the three-pointer to fall. George has got 9 points.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Kicks it out to Booker. Got it off in time, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Clippers lead.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth dance team.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Wall in at the point. Inside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Great decision making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
And here's Wall. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's George, and it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Ball passes to Booker. They set the pick to the middle. Here's Landale. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Down low. Leonard, the pass to Zubats. Over in the corner, Paul to the paint. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Outside, Wall. Outside for George. Uncovered. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. George has got 11.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Pass to Ayton. Ball against Wall. Kicks it out to Booker. Second shot opportunity, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
What a tricky play by Booker, using the pump fake to draw the defender and win the foul.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Suns. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
Ball against Paul. And the rejection by Zubats. George from deep three-point land. That shot off the mark. Now the Suns take it the other way. It's stolen by Wall. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Morris. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Lobbed up there for Booker. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And now here comes Wall, leading the break. Dishes it to George. Fires the 3. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little every year.
Paul kicks to Ayton. Paul with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. With 3, Booker. It's hauled in by Zubats. Clippers leading by 3. In the corner, it's Morris. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. The Suns shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. It's tipped. Bridges outside to stop the run, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
And here's Morris for 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game, Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Well, really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Bridges passes to Paul, and he lays it straight in. 6 points for Chris Paul.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
On the wing, George. Morris with a screen on Booker. George dishes to Morris. Pocket 6. Here's Zubats. Lays it up and banks it in. Zubats has got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
They get it back. LA has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Out to Morris. Up top, Zubats. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's a 9-point Clipper lead.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after half. Third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. They've got Cameron Payne, Jake Crowder out there with Dario Saric. Then it's Johnson, and it's Lee in at the 2 spot. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Takes the 3, and again, it's the Clippers from deep. Right, we know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you play?
That's a great question. You know, I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Jackson passes to Kennard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Kennard's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Crowder kicks to Johnson. To the inside. Batum with the steal. It's tipped and stolen by Payne. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Crowder takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Crowder's got his first basket.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Covington down low. Defended by Crowder. Jackson has the open look. And Again, it's the Clippers from deep.
I tell you, one thing Jackson has never lacked, confidence. I mean, when he gets a look, Reggie always believes his next shot will be his best one.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Timeout called the Suns. Suns trail by 13.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Short find by Paul, one of the best passers of all time.
Jackson against Paul. Pope loose. Outside Covington. Batum passes to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Releases. And it's the Clippers scoring again. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash and Mari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They've been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
And that one drops for him.
Check out the vision from Jackson. Doesn't have to make the flashy play, just wants to make the right play.
Phoenix with the ball. A 12-point game. Powell with it. Chris Paul covering.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside Covington. Kept alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Kennard's got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
Fires the 3. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Paul. Ayton's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Suns. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Kennard's shot is off. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots or pluck down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
Ball against Jackson. On the wing, Booker. Ayton, the pass to Booker. Inside. Here's Bridges. Back to Booker. Shot from the wing. And the pass to Ayton. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Here's Paul. Sinks that one from the post. Paul's got 6 points in the quarter.
No question, Paul is playing with real heart on offense. He is not afraid to carry the load.
Here's Leonard. And the call on. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the
previous play is under review.
different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
You know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
A superstar who really kind of keeps to himself. Leonard truly leads by example, and it's produced titles.
Basket counts.
He's getting after it, but needs some help if they're going to get it done.
Ball against Paul. And Paul slams it home.
And you can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Back to Paul. Over Wall. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Los Angeles on top, up by. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs loving their passing skills are noticed.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Wall in at the point guard. Here's Paul. Pass to Booker. Over George. And he can't bank that one in. The feed to Morris. Outside for George.
Nice finish. And how great is it to see Wall there with the slam? I mean, overcoming that serious heel injury.
And Paul gets it to go in.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Booker against George. Leonard on the wing, looking for George. He gets it there. Bridges with the steal. Here's Ayton. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 5 assists in the game. George against Booker. George dishes to Leonard. Shoots over Bridges. Misses off the right eye. Suns trail by 7. And Booker kicks to Paul. Passes to Ayton. Here's Bridges. All sorts of time. And he hits the jump shot.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Ball against Paul. Nobody near George. Good on the three-point shot. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively. He said, make the easy play. Take care of the ball. We can't afford to just give away golden opportunities. We'll see if they can clean it up, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Morris. Kicks it out to Leonard. Lots of room. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Here's Booker. And the rejection by Zubats. Here's Wall. He feeds it to Morris. Kicks it out to Leonard.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Back to Morris. Three-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. And now an 11-point Clipper lead. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Los Angeles. Bridges, right side. With 3, Booker. He is hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubats has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to George. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Second personal foul.
The free throw drops for Zubats.
At the line for the Clippers.
That one is no good. Suns trail by 12. Bridges left side. Takes it off the glass.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
The Clippers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And he's good on the second.
And there's a lot of nuance to Wall's game. People talk about his speed and things like that, but his instinct and skill are equally as important, if not more so.
For three, Booker, and the three ball is good.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. Good on both. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Paul with the ball. George picks him up. Booker the pass to Paul. Back to Booker. Morris against Ayton. Stolen by Zubac. Outside, George. Out to Morris. Ball passes to George. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And the Clippers lead by 13. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Booker with no one around, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Chris Paul, third personal foul. 15 foul.
The first free throw is good.
If he says Zubac at the line for 2.
And both free throws good for Zubac. Here's Paul. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Can they get it? And it's good on the layup.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
Ball with the bounce pass. George looking over the floor. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They came in here and took. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Tonight, the league and all of us here at 2K, and these two teams really get it done on the offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Prince in at the 3. The kick out to Edwards. The 3 is up. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last. Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
That's a case where Rudy Gobert is outworking the defense, keeping the play alive, and finishing strong.
Now Ayton. Here's Booker. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
How pretty was that turnaround? That is one of the slick moves in the business.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
And Booker with the jam.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Russell attacking. And then Russell with the dunk.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Booker.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Both free throws good from Booker.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Now Edwards. Outside Russell. Outside Edwards with the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Clock at 6. Here's Paul. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
Russell against Paul. Towns down low. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Pass to Prince. 6 to shoot. Here's Russell. Here's Gobert. Stolen by Ayton.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
For 3, Bridges. The shot no good. The Timberwolves trail.
The first 2 minutes.
Edwards, a pass to Russell. Here's Prince. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Fast break, Minnesota. It's Edwards on the wing. Booker defending. Here's Towns. Here's Gobert. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Pass to Crowder. Here's Paul. Back to Crowder. Goes up on the wing. And again, it's the Suns missing.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Edwards finds Gobert. Outside Edwards. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That's on Mikal Bridges.
Boy, when you look at Anthony Edwards' frame, it is pro-ready right now. That upper body strength, the ability to play through contact, the and one. Yes, sir.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Crowder. Now Aiden, and stolen by Gobert. Fast break, Minnesota. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards can't hit. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Prince. Here's Towns. He's covered by Ayton. Towns down low. No good with a layup. Here's Paul. Going inside. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to...
The previous play is under.
Did he get the basket off in time or not?
And of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, small forward. Bridges finds Booker, puts it up. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Towns passes to Edwards. Russell up top. From the arc. And Aiden pulls it down. The Suns trailing. To the inside with his first shot attempt. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015. 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
It's tipped. Outside Booker. Back to Paul. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, what you love about Devin Booker, this guy, yes, he is a shoot-first player, but if somebody's open, he will find you.
Russell against Paul. Edwards, the pass to Russell. Back to Edwards. Shoots. That one off the back iron and out.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Paul, the open look. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Russell, the pass to Towns. Here's Prince. Back to Towns. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Russell from outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Pass to Aiden. Back to Paul. And here's Crowder from the arc. The offensive rebound. It's blocked by Gobert.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
There's a minute 40 left in the second period. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
It's Booker on the wing. Pass to Bridges. Fires the three. Ayton with it. Inside. Here's Crowder. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul.
Rudy Gobert picks one up.
You love a well-rounded player like Jay Crowder. Cross-positional on the defensive end. A guy who has really developed into a multi-talented threat.
Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Edwards against Booker. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Wow, why lay it in when you can send an emphatic message? Rudy Gobert on the dunk.
Pass to Aiden. Stolen by Russell. Now Towns. Back to Russell. Towns down low. He's guarded by Paul. And there's Towns on the assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. Uncovered. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Paul's got 8.
Well, there's been a consistency to the perimeter game of Chris Paul. That jump shot as reliable as it gets.
Edwards with it. He's got 7. Pass to Towns. There's the triple. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. It's all tied in Phoenix. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been quite a game for Chris Paul.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position. And that's the group from Monty Williams as we begin the second half. For 3, Booker. Anderson pulls it down.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Here's Noel. Soft touch off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
To the paint. Here's Šarić, the shake. Reed with the rebound. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting only 42%. Pass to Rivers. With the drive. Got a hand on it. And they'll keep possession. Here's Noel. Shot clock at 6. Second chance effort. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Outside McDaniels. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Yep, that one goes.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And Phoenix shooting a solid 47%. Right side Payne. Outside Johnson. Pass to Lee. Stolen by Anderson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Noel drives in. Here's Rivers from downtown. Drops in the three. Now it's a 7-point Minnesota lead.
Well, if you are a modern NBA shooting guard, you have got to be able to shoot with range, and Austin Rivers knocks it down.
Phoenix calls timeout. And here's Payne, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Pass to Lee. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Craig.
First personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for your Suns.
And so Craig nails both of them. And the Timberwolves with possession here. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Pass to Anderson. Back to Rivers. Now here's McDaniels. Just 5 to shoot. Driving inside. And he banks in the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
That right there, that's what their goal is. Get high-quality looks.
Now here's Payne. He's covered closely. Craig with it. Picked up by Reed. Here's Saric. And Saric throws it down.
Wow, Dario Saric gets himself perfectly positioned, and that's an easy dunk.
There's 1:47 left to play in the third. On the wing, Noel. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Up top, Payne. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Craig on the wing. The three is up. Sinks the tray.
At his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
Minnesota in the lead. 55 seconds left in the third. Kicks it out to Anderson. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Anderson. Fires from deep. And another three for Minnesota.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Lee misses. Minnesota has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Here's Rivers, defended by Payne. Here's Rivers. Launches a three. Buries it from 3. Rivers has got 6.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Fires for 3. That shot missing. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves earning this break in the action, up 10. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. Edwards finds Towns. Russell against Paul. Here's Edwards. That That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
It's Bridges on the wing. Good D by Gobert.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. And the basket by Towns.
So confident in the mid-range game. Karl Anthony Towns knows he can take this shot whenever he wants.
Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth team.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Rudy Gobert.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
This here was a gutsy performance from him in front of a tough crowd. The fans were on his back, and it never got to him. If anything, it motivated him more. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Monty Williams was saying to his team. He's been really discouraged by their effort. He said, quote, "It's about want to, fighting through the adversity. Look at yourselves and ask, quote, what can I do to help us win?" He's laying down the challenge.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. The rebound by Bridges.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Ayton, good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
This guy has got a dominant physical frame, incredible athleticism. Nice job by DeAndre Ayton inside.
Now here's Edwards. Drives to the hoop, and Edwards slams it in.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. And Paul gets it to go.
And for a smaller player, Chris Paul appears so comfortable on the interior. He knows he can score from this area.
Russell up top. He's guarded by Paul. And here's Edwards outside. Again, the miss by Edwards. The Suns running out of time. Booker, the pass to Bridges. Ayton with it. Inside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
He pushed a little too hard there trying to close the gap. And yes, he paid the price.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
Russell pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Towns has a 7'4" wingspan. If he gets off the floor, good night.
Bridges outside. This one for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Bridges has got 5 points now in the quarter.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Edwards, a pass to Russell. 6 to shoot. And the foul is called. Well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
And even with the coach's challenge,
the previous play is under review.
These personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the officials...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Ladies and gentlemen,
so the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Anthony Edwards was one of the most explosive athletes in the league. He can burn you with his perimeter jump shooting. He's dangerous in transition. And look out, folks, the upside is there.
Here's a 3 from Paul, and the Suns get a
another three.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Now Edwards. Here's Gobert. Pass to Prince. Crowder against Towns. Now Russell deflects the pass. Crowder with a steal. Back to Paul. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And here are the Suns now. They trail by 6.
The over and back.
Oh, hey, how about that?
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And Minnesota has possession. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Russell against Bridges. Pass to Prince. The kick out to Edwards. 4 on the clock. Takes a 3. No good on the shot. And so it's Minnesota with the W. It ends up being a fair...
backcourts, and you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding him.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward.
You got to cut off these lanes if you're the D. When Towns spots one, he's coming through full force.
Wall against Russell. Kicks it out to Leonard. To the paint. Here's Zubac. Outside. Wall. 3 on the clock. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Prince outside. The 3. They grab their own miss. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Rudy's showing us what you get when you put size and creativity together.
Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Leonard, no luck. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Russell passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
This is why Gobert shoots a high percentage. He understands how to carve out room inside and finish.
The 3 from George. And Wall kicks to George. And George with this stuff.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Pass to Towns. Oh, and the jam by Towns.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Here's George. And that one, good. George has got his second basket of the game.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Russell kicks to Towns. The jump hook. It's hauled in by Zubac. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 2. Towns finds Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Edwards drives in. And finished off by Edwards.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
George looking around. There's the feed to Morris. And he uses the glass on the layup.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Outside, Russell. Outside, Towns. Out to Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Edwards got 5 points so far.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Ball against Russell. Outside for George. Puts one up from 19. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Wall, no luck. Timberwolves leading by 5. Outside, Towns. From deep, Prince. Timberwolves with a fresh shot clock. Edwards finds Towns. Here's Gobert. And finally they hit one. He's got 6.
The long reach of Rudy Gobert really comes in handy when he's patrolling the offensive glass.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. George with the screen on Russell. Pass to George. Into the lane. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And that's now 6 points for George.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Timberwolves lead. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. Edwards kicks to Gobert. To the right side. Out to Edwards. 5 on the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Nicholas Batum.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
And he makes that one. Morris has got his second bucket.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Outside, George. Out to Morris. The pass to Wall. George with the ball. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Kicks it out to Prince. It's Prince on the wing. Back to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And you see Big Cat that has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
Extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
When he comes in there with that tomahawk, that's just too much force. To the left wing. Out to Russell. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Russell against Wall. Kicks it out to Leonard. Driving the lane. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And I think, Steve, now we see less real grudge matches than we did before. But do you like seeing those games where there is no love lost, where there is some bad blood and some contention?
Kevin. I love it. Yes, friends off the court, but on the court, you got to go at each other. And when it's over, win or lose, you leave it right there and you go back to being friends.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team.
Russell against Wall. Towns down low. Over Morris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And it's the size and mobility of Towns that makes it so hard to deal with, especially when he's looking to score.
And Towns drops them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
George with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. Outside Leonard. Dishes to Batum, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
He's 6'8", 230 pounds. Nicholas Batum is able to power through contact for the and-one opportunity. You know what makes Nicholas Batum indispensable? When they need him in the paint, he's there. When they need him on the perimeter, he's there.
Here's Edwards. Takes it inside.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Outside, Wall. And George now top of the key. Back to Wall. Towns against Morris. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Towns. Wall draws the double. Beyond the arc. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And it's Towns missing. Clippers trail by 5. Wall passes to Leonard. Here's the 3. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Russell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Up top, Edwards. Back to Russell. Shakes him. Oh, that's blocked.
A sneaky present at the defensive end. Nicholas.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll speak forward.
The Timberwolves transition.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
His activity level has made an impact, and he is fearless.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Robert Covington out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Zubac in at the center position. Pass to Jackson. Now, here's Zubac. Takes it out to Covington. Good on the triple. Covington's got the lead up to 1 now for the Clippers.
No second guessing on that shot from Robert Covington.
Here he goes. Passes it to Noel. The dish to McDaniels. Timberwolves passing it around. Rivers passes to Noel. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
And about a minute of action so far in the 3rd quarter. Here's Jackson. Pass to Powell. Back to Jackson. Reed with the rebound. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for Minnesota. Anderson outside. Powell with the steal. There's the pass to Kennard. From deep 3-point range. That one misses. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
3rd quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Noel. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 6 to shoot. Anderson outside. Trains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
A high percentage look for Kyle. Has the size and length to be a factor inside.
Pass to Kennard. Stolen by Rivers. Lets the three fly. And he dunks it down.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. Outside, Covington. Passes it to Pop. They get it again. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Rivers surveying the D. And Anderson kicks to Rivers. Back to Anderson.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Defense. LA basketball.
Clippers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Now Jackson. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Zubac's in the post. Guarded by Reed. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Rivers passes to Noel. To the middle. Here's Reed. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Pass to Covington. Anderson with the block.
Nice block by Anderson. Can't get too high off the ground, but uses that 7'3" wingspan to full effect.
And there's the pass to Kennard. Covington setting the pick for Kennard. It's good. This game is all even. Kennard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. Noel passes to Rivers. Kicks it to McDaniels from outside the arc. Sinks the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Kennard for 3. And he stays with it. Outside Covington. Clock at 6. Tries again. Back to Kennard. Fires from deep. The rebound by Anderson. Driving to the basket. Reed. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Timberwolves on top, up by 3. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. Morris with a screen on Prince. Leonard, that's for 2. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Down low. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Morris.
Nicholas Batum making the resourceful play, gifting the ball to a ready shooter instead of forcing something.
Outside Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
And Wall kicks to George. Wall passes to Leonard. To the paint, deflects the pass. And now the Timberwolves on the break. All going up court. Here's Edwards. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And here's George. Outside Leonard. Pass to Morris. And stolen by Russell. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Shoots the 3. They get it back. Pass to Gobert. Timberwolves passing it around. Yes, that goes in. Towns has got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Timberwolves.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
Now here's Gobert. He kicks to Towns. He dishes it to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gobert. Towns for 3. Edwards drives in.
And once Edwards gets a step on you, it's likely going to be a bucket or a foul or both.
2 minutes remaining in the game. The deep 3 from George. Morris kicks to Wall. And here's Leonard from 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Gobert can't hit. Clippers trail by 11. The shot by George, wide open. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Towns with it. George picks him up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Always going up for the alley-oop here. To the inside. It's stolen by Morris. Outside Leonard. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Leonard's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. Outside Russell. Gobert dishes to Edwards. Lets it fly. Gobert. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Minnesota.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Rudy Gobert.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
Edwards fires from way outside. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And so Minnesota takes the win. And in the thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. To the
Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the 1. And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
Now here's Wall. Pass to Leonard. From the wing. Offensive rebound. And yep, it's good.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Here's Crowder. Puts one up from 19. No good. A bit long that time.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Zubac inside. He's covered by Ayton. Ayton with the defensive effort.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Well, DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
Now here's Wall. The kick out to Morris. George against Booker. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game. And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents some pretty hefty matchup issues.
Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
Tone setting right here early. Love that tenacity.
Now here's Booker. Down low. Zubac with the steal. Wall with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Paul against Wall. Lays it up and banks it in. And that'll tie this game up.
So physical for a 1. Wall has the size and skill to do work in the paint.
Outside Booker. Paul a screen on George. For 3, Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Wall against Paul. Pass to George. The 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall.
Well, that three-pointer's got to fire up George and the entire team.
Now here's Ayton. He's guarded by Zubac. Back to Ayton. Out to Bridges. Puts up a 3. Nails it from 3. Bridges has got 6 points.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
George outside. Six on the shot clock. Here's Morris. The rebound by Bridges. Phoenix has gone 4 for 4 so far from three-point land. Impressive. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brett.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous, and this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Now here's Leonard. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Morris down low. He's against Ayton. George for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Yeah, when he opens up his offensive arsenal to knock down threes, PG could be an MVP caliber player.
Pass to Crowder. Ayton with it. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, gets the bucket.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And here's Booker. Back to Paul. Crowder outside. Jacks up a three. Paul George pulls down the board. Leonard left side from deep. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Kawhi has really perfected that stroke, and he did not come into the league with that kind of skill or that kind of threat from the three-point line.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great, scoring is coming in bunches, and both of the teams feeling confident right now.
It's all tied in Los Angeles. And we'll be back in just a minute with the... And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Paul with it. Checked by Wall. Crowder outside. Pulls up on the wing. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ball finds Morris. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And being that Wall is a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
It's Booker on the wing. Here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. Nifty move. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Wall, the pass to Leonard. Zubac inside. He's covered by Ayton. For 3, George. Crowder grabs the miss. The Suns trailing. For 3, Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
The Suns clear it. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Crowder. Pass to Ayton. Outside Booker. It's stolen by Wall. Bridges against George. Here's Zubac. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Wall. Takes it inside. Drops in the layup for 2. Wall's got 6.
Still possesses impressive quickness. When Wall charges inside, he's tough to stop from scoring.
Pass to Ayton. Outside Booker. Ball against Wall. No good there. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Leonard. The shot, no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. It's Booker on the wing, trying to get back on track. He drops it from range. He has 6. All right, Brent, you're part of the front office. Take back the curtain a little here. What do you guys do that the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, the draft process is a lot more in depth than people would ever realize. And one of the biggest things, BA, that you have to take into account is what it is, not just talent-wise you're inviting into the building, but the character and how it fits around what you've already established. So taking one guy that might be a player that you think is a great player might not be great for the current team that you have. And so the layers, they run pretty deep.
Here's the 3. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Booker. Crowder outside. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by George.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
To the middle. Pass to Zubats. The three. That shot, no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. Bridges passes to Booker. Back to Bridges. Now here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Leonard against Bridges. Ooh, poked away. Paul with a steal. For three, Booker. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard passes to Wall. Now George. Booker defending. Booker against George. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Bridges. And the first half comes to a conclusion. And appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after the...
24. The Suns. 22.
Halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington, and it's Kennard in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. 4 on the clock. And out of bounds, the Suns will take it.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Phoenix has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Outside Payne. This for the tie. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play on Robert Covington.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting tonight. After taking Cam Johnson 10th in the 2019 draft, the Timberwolves promptly sent him and Saric to the Suns in exchange for Jarrett Culver.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Kennard, left side. It's stolen by Johnson. Craig inside, working on Covington. Pass to Lee. Here's Landale, defended by Kennard. 5 to shoot. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Here's Payne. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Here's Lee. For 3. Shot clock at 5.
And Powell giving great effort here defensively.
Lee misses. Well, remember, the Suns received heavy criticism for acquiring Johnson in that draft day trade.
BA, I don't know that it was about the players so much as how old Cam Johnson was and Phoenix maybe trying to explore an upside guy with that high of a pick. Well, feels like the GM knew what he was doing. Cam Johnson's been a huge addition to this team, and his shooting has been remarkable.
And here's Kennard. It's picked off. And now the Suns fast break. Pass to Johnson. Here's Landale. Changes up. And the layup is good.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Kennard outside. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Kennard's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Lee. And here's Johnson. Here's Landale, guarded by Batum. And here's Payne outside. Out to Craig. Outside Johnson. Here's Lee. Back to Johnson. Stolen by Kennard. On the break. For three, Covington. Rebounded by Johnson. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Payne with it, guarded by Covington. They swipe it. And here's the fast break. Here's Kennard. Drains the wing trade. Kennard's got 6 in the quarter.
Kennard has such good mechanics with the way he shoots it. And the moment that ball is in motion, it looks good.
Pass to Lee. The kick out to Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. Powell with a steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Really good hands from Norman Powell to take that one away.
For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Outside Johnson. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Landale. Will it go? And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Nick Batum.
Man, the defender really went after him.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 51 seconds left in the third. Now here's Kennard. He's got 6. Shoots over Johnson. Out to Powell. On the take. Back to Covington. Launches it. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And Covington knows this is a big part of his role to knock down threes.
Payne against Jackson. Out to Craig. Pass to Landale. Here's Lee. Three-pointer. Covington grabs the board.
First personal foul.
Kennard out there to help space the floor with that kind of range.
Now Jackson. Batum outside. It's good if it goes. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Los Angeles. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Suns trailing. And so in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate Chris Paul delivers.
Ball with it. Out to Leonard. Back to Wall. Leonard outside. Hauled in by Paul. Phoenix has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Phoenix calls timeout, and last year's outcome so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Monty Williams was saying to his team. He told the squad, run when you have the chance. We can't score all of our points in the half court. Push the rock. Let's see if they listen to Coach. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Leonard. He got a piece of it.
Well, more than capable as a defender, Bridges with a great job using his length.
To tie it up. Outside for Booker. Paul for three. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
After committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Here's Wall. Leonard outside. Pass to Zubac. Leonard. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
On the court, no denying Kawhi hitting the offensive glass with some force.
Wall against Paul for three. Bridges. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
George outside. Back to Wall. Just 5 on the clock. And he gets the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
Pass to Booker. Hayden with it. Deflected. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And stolen by Paul. And Ayton with the stuff.
How about a pivotal hoop from DeAndre Ayton?
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Now here's George. Booker defending. To the inside. Crowder with a steal. Bridges against Leonard. To take the lead. Bridges finds Crowder. Back to Bridges. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. Pass to Ayton. Rebound by the Clippers. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul of the game. The Clippers in the lead. Here in the 4th quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Leonard on the take. Wall with it. Now guarded by Crowder. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
A minute 29 left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Booker. Back to Paul. Now here's Bridges. Booker with it. He's guarded by Zubac. And Booker with the jam.
This guy wants those kind of shots. That's Devin Booker. Wow.
And here's George. From the high post. Yep, right through the net. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Paul George stepping up big time.
Wall against Paul. Crowder outside. Paul against Wall. Outside for Booker. No good on the 3.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Morris passes to George. Shoots over Booker. 5 on the clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Phoenix. Now here's Paul. Booker with a screen on Wall. Yes!
Yeah, and do you see Chris Paul sweating right now? I don't.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. They trail by 1. Only 2 seconds left in the 4th quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
And this is what it's all about. This shot could win the game. Not much time left, but they have just enough to execute a play.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.